Hi guys! Thanks for tuning in to Zen Romance Tarot. We are going to take a look, and I know you can't see this, Virgo. Oh, but you know what I tried to do? I tried to make it so you can see it. That's why I moved. I'm trying different things to see if I can tape better. Okay, Virgo. Where's my water? Virgo. I did meditate over these cards. And the energy that I'm getting is you're concerned or thinking about reconciling with somebody from your past. Now, this could have been somebody that you had a long-term relationship with. It could be somebody you're currently in a relationship with and maybe you had an argument. There's reconciliation. It's reversed, so somebody's giving it some thought. Someone from your past is returning from your life. So this could be you thinking about whether or not you would accept this person if they came back. You might be up in the air about it. Okay. Boy, I'm just like batting 1,000 right now. Okay. Alright, let's take a look and see what's going on, Virgo. We know that you are thinking about reconciling with somebody from your past. Maybe they reached out to you. You decided that you were going to kind of handle things differently. I think at some point, let me just start off by saying, I think that you're in some sort of transition, or you're on a journey. There's something changing about you, because the way you're starting to handle things is different. It's a little different than it was before. I think you're trying to get some balance, where before you may have been focused on money and finances. Maybe now you're trying to incorporate spirituality and nature. That's what I'm getting out of the Breathe card. See if I can. So I'm getting that out of Breathe. Alright? It talks about having gratitude for basically the earth. So it talks about giving... I'm sorry. It talks about giving... The reading talks about trees. And it talks about how you appreciate what they give as a gift to the earth. And you think of what they offer to the earth as something bigger than you would have before. Like before, it would have never been a big deal to you. You're like, oh, the trees are pretty. But the thought behind the trees are pretty, you never cared enough to literally go, okay, the trees grew. It was a beautiful sun that did it. The universe. Like, I think you're becoming a little bit more spiritual now, just as an example of that. And there's a lot of reflection. After that, we have the Hermit card for you. So that's kind of, in this deck, it's the Angel of Reflection. And it talks about you just taking time and withdrawing from a situation and having patience. You might be newly single, which we kind of see that here. And this is a general reading, guys. This is general. So everybody does not go through the same thing. It may resonate with you, it may not. So you might be newly single. This is what it means for the Hermit card in this deck. Okay? Or you could be in a codependent relationship. We next have the Empress card, the Angel of Abundance. So I think you're doing pretty well. You give, you receive, you like giving and receiving. You like taking care of your family. And it looks like you appreciate what you have. And you're very grateful for it. But somewhere along the way, I think you might be having a little bit of a challenge with people messing up your recipe. Your recipe for success, like how you became successful, abundance. That's your main thing. You're worried about money, security, finances, home. So that's your main thing. You're really worried about that. So when you come into people who are a little bit more reckless, it tends to feel like when they address you, it's like, how dare you question me, Virgo? It's like, that's how you react to them. How dare you question me? I'm the one that got the credit score 9, whatever. I'm the one that got the mortgage up here. I'm the one that did the paperwork for you. Your credit score wouldn't be what it is if I didn't handle these funds. So why are you questioning me about anything? So Virgo, you don't like when people question you. as you start to take time from this relationship and you start to reflect, you're going to begin to get clarity and understand that it is okay for people in your life to question you. That's how it goes. So that's something that you're starting to accept, because at one point you didn't want anybody saying anything. You're welcoming questions by others, a chance for you to clarify your truth. Where before, I think you just maybe kind of subtly shut people down and didn't explain why. So you opening up a little bit more about why you're doing things. But you're also understanding dynamics of a certain relationship and why people are going to question you about stuff. Alright. Let's look at the veil. We have the veil here. So, Virgo, we know that you're pretty respected. We know that you are a person of comfort. You do well for yourself. But there's still some things that you're questioning about yourself. Okay, this is a card where it talks about a person who is immersed in confusion. And when you look at it, you think Virgo's got it all together. You got the house, you got the car, you got the credit score. But something is missing. It feels like there's something that you can't figure out. It's some like decision that you have to make. It may have to do with a relationship. You may have just found out something about a partner. You may have found out something about them having to do with money. Maybe they weren't honest about how comfortable they are financially. But whatever the situation is, right? And that's just that's for somebody, whoever that's for. That's just a separate thing. You start to question, okay, I know people come to me, like this is the type of person, you go to Virgo when you want financial advice. So for you to be that respected Virgo, for you to even question, there's something missing. Like, why do I feel like this? It might be towards your partner asking you questions about a certain thing, because I did in the last reading, I remember that you were a little frustrated with your partner, Virgo. I remember that specifically. I can't remember what it was. It's titled something like I need to walk away from you or something like that. But I still think that I think now it may have progressed a little bit. All right, and maybe you took some time apart. You've been taking walks, and there's something that comes out, and you're confused by it, and it winds up causing either a big argument or some kind of final ending, where you felt like it was final. So now, where was I? We have the Queen of Pentacles. Comfort, practicality, protects the family. You feel defeated in some matter. Because this is the Ten of Swords reversed. So you feel defeated about something. Something the outcome wasn't as hopeful as you thought it would be. So it could be something that you got clarity on. It could have been a business investment. It could have been anything. But that's the Ten of Swords. So the outcome wasn't what you hoped for there. This reading is also speaking to somebody who is frugal, or somebody who holds on to their money. The ancestors are encouraging you to understand that you need to reward yourself. Okay, it's okay to enjoy the fruits of your labor, Virgo. And I think you might be holding on too tight to something. And I explain, you're having some kind of conflict with somebody where they're asking you questions and you don't want to answer. So what the ancestors are encouraging you to do at this point is accept music and harmony into your life. Okay? The work that you do is enough. It seems like you're questioning, what role do I play in the world? And I actually wrote this down too. What role do I play in other people's lives? I think that you're having a little bit of annoyance, like with the responsibility. Like you don't want to be the example, but you kind of are, and you have to play that role. That's who you are. Or that's what you are to other people. Why can't I sometimes see what's in front of me? Like, I think in this instance with why can't I see what's in front of me, I kind of feel like you have enough. And now it's time to enjoy. It's time to go out into the park. It's time to understand where other people are coming from in terms of finances. It's time to get that balance, because everything cannot be about finances with you. It comes out. There's something that you feel like you're going to lose. Some kind of control over money. You feel like if you spend too much money that you're not going to be able to make it. But it does say that you are going to take on some kind of, the cards say you are going to take on some kind of new perspective, where you're going to start to incorporate all these balances into the love, the money, the this, the that. You're going to try and find a little bit more space for everything and start to understand or operate in a new perspective. So you have the Fool card, and it's like the Angel of Innocence, but it's kind of like, I'm going to explore my world in this new way. I'm going to explore it in this balanced way now, versus having this really rigid way of thinking about money or being cheap, excessively cheap. You're so worried about money that all this other stuff in your life, it can potentially fall apart. But you're open to, I think you recognize what the issue is. Now, in terms of reconciliation with your person, we can take a look at that. Where's my cards? Ancestors. Please. Ancestors, please tell me what caused this rift here between Virgo and Virgo's partner. I'm going to be honest with you, Virgo. I kind of feel like it's you. Because when I was doing the pre-read, I get this vibe that you're edgy. You've been edgy lately. And it's because you are probably a little uncomfortable about this transition you're going to. You're not sure about how not to solely focus on home finances and security. You're trying to incorporate nature in. It's like now you're starting to smell the flowers outside. You know? And maybe you look away from your cell phone and see what's in the banking account and all that stuff. You are so worried about money. It's having an impact on your relationship. Because you don't want to answer to nobody. You think you have all the answers, but no man is an island. Ancestors, what happened? Okay. So whatever happened with this person, you might be entertaining, because it does say that you're a little confused about how you feel. Do I want to reconcile with this person after some fight that happened here? But it does say that you can meet somebody new. You are thinking about getting back out there. You're thinking about it. And it says kind of clear as day there. So I'm not surprised by that. If I don't end up with my person, I plan on meeting someone new. Okay, that's cool. New balanced you. That's not bad. It's Angel of Innocence, going out, new beginnings. It all makes sense. Ancestors, give me one. Oh, okay. I'm not taking that. Because a whole bunch of them fell out. Ancestors. Ancestors, tell me more about reconciliation, the decision for reconciliation or meeting somebody new with Virgo. Ancestors. Ancestors, please tell me one more, please. Okay, I'm going to sit down because they clearly don't want to jump out. Ancestors. Ancestors, please give me one more card for Virgo. Oh, I want to flip it. Ancestors. Okay. All right. So this one came out. New phase. Rekindle, renew, transformation, growth, changed mind. Golden mirror. Self-absorbed narcissist, one-sided relationship bombing. I think you're stuck between what you want to do. If you want to go back to some person that you were dating before, or whatever this fight is about, the person that you were with, I think you're stuck between going back to them and meeting somebody new, but you are looking for a new phase. Any connection that you want to get into, it talks about a new phase, but it also mentions rekindling, transformation, and growth. And a changed mind. The golden mirror, self-absorbed narcissist. Is this a fleeting thought? Give me one more, please. I don't know if I want to get back with the old. I want to be with somebody new. I want a new phase with somebody from my past. Ooh, self-absorbed narcissist. Tell me about that, please, ancestors. Ancestors, tell me about self-absorbed narcissist, please. Love bombing. It wasn't a good relationship. Addiction, codependent, obsession, possession, controlling, has a block, restraint. Okay. New phase, self-absorbed, addiction. A hermit. There was something I didn't know about. Where are my cards? Ancestors. I'm using these. Ancestors. Ancestors, tell me about the addiction. Tell me about the addiction, please. Ancestors, help me understand addiction. Addiction reversed. Oh, no. Okay, there we go. Oh. Okay, well this one came out first. Okay, 4 of Cups, somebody was feeling unfulfilled. Giving and receiving, somebody wasn't giving as much. Okay, all right. 10 of Cups. Wow, all right. Let's see what we got. I didn't even look at those. All right. In terms of addiction, it says somebody wasn't feeling fulfilled in a relationship. It seemed like there were surprises all the time, but I don't think they were necessarily good surprises. I think you kept finding out something about this person. It was always something new. There was a new this, there was a new that. Or they didn't give you anything. We have 6 of Pentacles. Giving and receiving, they probably took a lot, or they were spending more than they had. Then we have the 10 of Cups, total support. Addiction. 6 of Pentacles. Wasn't feeling fulfilled. Something having to do with money. This was something having to do with money. They were not, I don't think this person was giving. I think you had to watch all the money, Virgo. Or, because it talks about 10 of Cups. Family, contentment, and support. Definitely there was love there. At one point there was definitely something there. There was definitely love there. But I'm trying to figure out what happened with the money. They weren't given any. There was a reason why you had to, there was a reason why you felt like you shouldn't have had to answer questions about money. And I think it's because this person maybe spent, there's something going on with money here. Maybe they were just buying stuff and spending money recklessly. But then it goes on, where's these cards? They talk about love and support. Give me one more card, ancestors, to help me understand this. We have 5 of Pentacles. Some kind of financial loss. Financial loss. Well, tell me about the financial loss. Okay. Got 4 rods. Reunions. Thinking about it. Alright. The only thing I can get out of this, Virgo, is that you and your partner appear to be separated, or you were. And there's this debate back and forth with you in your mind about whether or not I want to rekindle this with this person, because I do love this person, but this person has some problems with money. This person could be a water sign. Pentacles is you. So, you don't like feeling like that. But then we have more water. Then we have you, and we also have Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. There's some action. There's some decision that you're trying to make of whether or not you want to be back with somebody who looks like it could be a Cancer, Pisces, or a Scorpio. But it looks like you're just taking your time to breathe now. I'm thinking about getting back with you, or I'm not sure if I want to get back with you or if I want to go back out and date other people. I'm looking for a new phase. If we get back together, it's got to change. Transformation. This person may have changed, but looking at the cards, they may be changed a little bit. Perhaps. But they still don't. There's something here with isolation. Like, I don't know if there's obviously a break here, but there's something with financial loss. So I think maybe if you guys were together, maybe there was some sort of a separation over an argument because this person came at you and asked it. Maybe they were asking about finances or asking you something. They was questioning you about something, because these cards talk about, twice it talks about you welcoming being questioned by others. I know that you don't like people questioning you, but it also talks about interrogation. So it might be the way they came at you having to do with something, and maybe it's the way they came at you about something having to do with money that caused this relationship to kind of end a little bit. And now you guys may be trying to get back together, but I see comfort is still an issue for you. You reflecting on how you just want to be comfortable, Virgo, and then you have the Nine of Pentacles reversed. So comfort, gratitude, wealth is reversed. So you keep, I don't know. I think what happened in this connection, it looks like you have two people. One is focused on love and emotions. The other one is focused on getting bread all the time. So when you're dealing with somebody who could possibly be a water sign, you might, I mean, because I also see air here too. We got Virgo, we got you. Okay. Virgo. Oh, wow. And Virgo. Damn, more Virgo. We got Taurus. We have air. Who's the Fool? I don't know who the Fool is. I can't remember. It could be any of these signs, but it looks like it's a fair amount of, well, there's a lot of you, but there's also, if you look over here, there's a lot of water, but there's also a lot of you. I do see action being taken. There's a decision that you're going to make about this situation. It talks about action. So, like the cards say, you might want to run off into the forest and pray about this and decide what you want to do. That's all I got for you. I love you guys. Yeah, I think my next reading after this is probably going to be salacious, because I got to go into the other signs, like, starting tomorrow. So I might do, like, I don't know. I'll figure it out. Love you guys. Like, share, subscribe. Hit me up for a private reading. It's in the About section or the community something. All right. Bye, guys.